I don't do clips.
What up, Kevin?
Jeff, you're on the air.
What up, doggy?
Okay, so thanks for taking my call. But first of all, when Joe Rogan, I saw the clip. We were watching a clip when Joe Rogan said he had a real estate lady. Why don't you just jump on that instead of saying you had your own lady?
I have a friend who's very.
I know, but she. First of all, your friend's in Arizona. Don't you want to get a local lady? Don't you be better nestle up to Joe Rogan?
No, I trust my lady. She's very, very good.
Yeah, but she doesn't live in Texas.
Yeah, but she's pretty big deal. Like and also, I don't know. She's helped me with like that's looking for a home before. She's, I don't know. Why is that? I don't know. I trust her. I don't know Joe Rogan's guy or gal.
Yeah, but if Joe Rogan says he can help you out, you gotta it'd be smarter to just go, okay, let's talk about that, because again, if you had a
Joe
local,
Rogan said, Kevin, use my guy to open for you. You go, no, I've got my own guys.
No, that's different. That's different. Joe Rogan lives there, and he said he's got a good lady, and this is your better chance to maybe go over to Joe Rogan's house for a picnic or something.
No, I don't care about that. Also, it's not like he's like, I've got a person who's going to give you a free house, then I might use her, but it's just a real estate person. They're still going to charge me a rate.
I know, but he has a local guy, and your lady was from Arizona. I just thought didn't make sense. Okay, so also, what are you going to do about your Lakers ticket stuff?
Well, the truth is, I probably am going to stay in LA now anyways and annoy all these people who are pissed off at me.
Oh, you're going to stick it to everybody?
Well, I mean, that's not why. The truth is, I was maybe talking out of school saying that I was going to move to Texas because I was all excited about looking for homes, and my eyes are bigger than my wallet, and I saw all these great, cool homes, and the truth is I probably can't afford what I'd like over there. I do want to move to Texas. I am excited about it. I was all excited, but I don't know, these things take a long time, that process.
Yeah, I know. I'm a grown-up. I've done stuff.
Yeah, so I guess I didn't realize that as much as I am realizing it this week. But the fact that everyone went crazy is, I've been giggling so much, like reading my tweets. It's hilarious that people and what's even greater is it's like LA comedians didn't understand what they're like, get the fuck out of here, yeah, get out of LA, get out of my city. You're like, gee, relax, freaks.
So wait, with the GoFundMe, so when you refund the people. Huh? But when you
my initial thought with the GoFundMe thing was that first I asked ChatGPT. I said, is GoFundMe just for like people, that lost a leg, or for people whose car burned down and they needed to buy a new one? And what I was told is that ChatGPT is like, no, people do them all the time. I remember like Sandy Danto once had like a GoFundMe to have a tour bus that had a pool in it or some sort of silly thing. So I thought it'd be like funny to post one and then be like, yeah, get Jeff Dye out of Los Angeles. And then my fan base, not to brag, Kev, but they've got money. Like a lot of like conservative rich people like my comedy. So I thought it was going to be this kind of like, we're all afraid of big, scary Gavin Newsom. Let's flee California. Like, I don't know. I guess what my haters will say is another failed joke by me. But I thought it was going to be funny. I get a little extra money in my pocket. I thought my rich fans would be like, yeah, Jeff, enjoy Texas and give me some scratch. But instead, a bunch of fucking Reddit trolls and fat lesbian comics from the
Whoa, you two turned the service. I just got a warning. They're a protected class, those fat lesbians.
My fault. I didn't mean that.
Yeah, I just got a warning last week because I went after. I didn't even go after protected class. I was watching a show that went after protected class. It's crazy over. It's crazy over on YouTube. Stay where you are. Don't move to YouTube country.
Holy crap. How do you know I was in danger, Kev?
We're all in danger. Hey, speaking of GoFundMe, you know Chad Zumick. You know Chad, right?
Love Chad. Yeah, big
Okay.
boy. Love him.
Okay.
You guys
So
happy again, or are you guys fighting again?
I don't know. So Chad got arrested. Chad got arrested, and then he tried to set up a GoFundMe to hire a lawyer, but you can't do that. So people twice Chad tried to set up a GoFundMe, and then twice people would report why Chad needed a lawyer to GoFundMe, and they would shut down his GoFundMe. It's pretty hilarious stuff.
Well, I mean, I'll admit it was. I guess it wasn't. No one liked it. I like on Twitter wrote like I took the L. All right, you guys have spoken. You hated the fucking post that I did a GoFundMe. Like I get it. Okay, you've all spoken, and I took it down, and now they're still like going crazy about it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like trying a new bit that just bombs. You think it's going to be a big hit, and it just bombs, and you're like, all right, I got it. I did it. Everything doesn't work.
Yeah, and if that bit would have done well, I'd have had some extra money, and I would have like laughed. I don't know. Like I thought it was going to be kind of a little trolly behavior myself, and lesson learned. You know? So whatever.
So you just didn't want to get in trouble for doing something like that. That GoFundMe would be like, yeah, you can't raise money to move. You thought it had to be some kind of calamity.
No, you can do a GoFundMe for whatever you want.
Well, Chad could, and I'm saying you can't do it for like if you committed a crime and then get a GoFundMe to get a lawyer.
Well, I took mine down just because it seemed like an overwhelmingly negative response, and everyone being like, "This fucking guy has a cyber truck, and he has a nice home." And I don't need the money. They were right.
I need the money
as a goof. I was doing it as a little goofy.
Okay, so
thing.
Okay, so if you would have gotten a lot of money, would you have like more seriously committed to moving?
If I'd have gotten the full amount, yeah, I would have kept it. I wouldn't have refunded everybody. I'd have laughed and been like, successful troll. But the fact that like so many, I do care a little bit. Like I don't want everyone pissed off, all these people getting angry. So it's just in my best interest just to take it down.
Okay, so yeah, that brings up a point. So you were trying to raise like 25,000, right?
We just picked that number. I didn't even set it up. My friend did.
Okay, so okay, but if you hit the goal, do you have to move then?
I guess. I don't know how it works. I don't really know. I didn't think about it much. I just kind of was doing it. I mean, I guess you'd have to move. Yeah. So you think my haters would contribute to it, don't you think? You think they'd be like, yeah, get his ass out of here. They don't want me in LA, so go ahead.
Yeah, because if you set it up and then you don't move, that's clearly a grift, especially if you're making 25 or let's say you surpass your goal. Let's say you hit 50 and then you almost have to move because that was the goal. And otherwise, if you don't move, you're grifting.
Right. So why didn't they contribute instead of going bananas on the internet?
I don't know. They have that. You were having your fun and they were having their fun. So so now you're just going to stay.
Well, I mean, I'm still looking for homes in Texas. The truth is, the ones I want, I can't afford, or maybe I will be able to financially figure it out. But as of right this second, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just kind of, doing stand-up comedy, having fun. Okay,
what's your take on Oshkosh? That's the big gossip today, the last couple of days.
I don't know what this is, Oshkosh.
Oshkosh, he does a show with Andrew Schultz in New York City.
I don't know nothing about him.
His wife's like, he said his wife, he married some lady. He does
she said she was a virgin. Maybe I saw the tweet. Is that Indian guy?
Yeah, the Indian guy does a show. He does Flagrant 2 with Andrew Schultz. And he said his wife said she was a virgin because he was a virgin at 31. Well, how can you be a virgin at 31? You're a handsome guy. I mean, as a comic, isn't it almost impossible to be a virgin at 31 if you're a comic? You're out every night meeting people. Isn't it almost physically impossible?
Not if you're creative about the way you frame it. You know, they'll be like, "Oh, I got blowjobs every night. That doesn't count." And, "Oh, I got a hand job," or, "Oh, I was only inside the person for a second." Like, you know, I grew up in the church, and they pull this kind of bull crap all the time.
Interesting.
You're like, "Oh, we're pure virgins," and you're like, "What? No, you're not." I don't know why it's so important to them, anyways. But it's very easy to frame it however you'd like. You know?
So you're saying he might have had like sexual activity, but not inside a vagina.
Yeah, or he's lying. You know, like they just they say.
I don't think he's lying. I don't think he's lying, but because he's been saying that, unless he's like Steve Razanizzi, who just said it once and he liked the way it sounded. Because he said it a couple of times that he's a virgin. He said it on his show. He said it on other shows. But then he also said his wife was a virgin. And then there's a video of her saying she fucked a lot of dudes, a lot of white dudes at frat houses when she was in college.
Yeah, the only reason I'm aware of any of this is because I saw one tweet from who's the podcaster who's like he's a very conservative guy. He's like, he looks Indian, maybe. I'm not sure what he is, but he posted like, and I was like, why are they getting into all this? This seems like a strange thing to debate. You know, just I don't know. It seems strange. But I saw one tweet, so I don't really know much about it.
Okay, I didn't know if I got to the West Coast yet.
Oh yeah, I saw it on a fucking thing. You know, one tweet. You know, I'm in Australia right now. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. What time is it there?
It's 9:00 in the morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw your name pop up, and I was like, "Oh, I'll talk to Kev." I didn't know that we were doing a whole podcast.
Of course, I never call anybody unless. Do you know Greg? He lives there. Greg Lambert.
I don't know anyone here. I'm learning that right away. I've been like just literally walking around and having 7,000 coffees. I'm so bored. I've been working out. That's how bored I am. I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go to the gym for 2 hours.
All right. So, one more question for me. First of all, are you doing gigs in Australia?
Yep, I got a gig tonight in Brisbane. I've got Sydney, Perth, and then Melbourne.
And you're on some kind of tour?
No, it's just like a little leg of stand-up shows that Bone Presents put together. And since I've never been to Australia and I could use a little vacation, I'm doing like 4 shows over 10 days. So the days off, I'm just chilling and relaxing, which I'm not very good at. But it's been, you know, it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place.
Is Arch Barker still big there?
I'll ask around. I'm not sure.
He always was.
Yeah, was it like Eddie Ift and like Arch Barker? Like, weren't all these guys? They went to like Australia and became like huge stars here.
Well, Eddie did well there, but Arch became like a superstar there. And then, but then I think with YouTube, I think everybody cut into their action a little bit because I think Arch married an Australian person, and then I think he just lived there or something. I don't know, but I know he was huge because I did the Melbourne Festival one year, and everyone was talking about Arch Barker, and then I went to see a stand-up, and it was, you know, it was at a pretty big venue, but it was, you know, it was just regular stand-up. So I think they just cornered the market. But I think now with YouTube, people see a lot of other comics. You know, there's more availability to everybody. So. Yeah. So do you know when you this is my last question. I know the other one was my last question, but this is my absolute last question because I don't want to take up your time in Australia. But I saw a clip of you getting, I don't know if you were on with Howie Mandel, but you were mad at what's your famous girlfriend's name?
My ex-girlfriend, I wasn't mad at her. It's just that Howie's dumb daughter kept bringing up shit I've already talked about 1,000 times. It's like the only time they wanted to talk, they did no homework. They did no research.
No, but I'm saying it looked like you maybe I saw it on Twitter. It felt like you were I saw that clip with Howie's daughter, but it felt like she was using you when you got into the accident, like she was using your accident for content, which is, this is what they do. This is what these reality shows do. So my question were you genuinely mad, or are you just kind of acting mad that she was using your car accident as for content for her show or whatever she does now?
Yeah, that's really the only thing she ever did that wronged me, in my opinion. Like, me and Kristen's relationship was me liking her a whole bunch and her just going through a complicated divorce, and like like we weren't. Does that make sense? Like, I liked her way more than she liked me. She didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing for me.
We just watched a clip. We just watched a clip from this Oshkosh situation where two black guys explained to Oshkosh that the man should never like the woman more than the woman likes the man. They were basically telling him that.
You control that.
Yeah, but and then Oshkosh was like laughing it off, and now he's being completely embarrassed and exposed for being getting clowned by his fucking fake virgin wife. So you're saying you were in that exact situation, and it's not a good situation
100%.
to be in.
It was not good. I literally was like a little puppy who loved her. She didn't do anything wrong, Kev. I'm surprised anyone even wants to bring it up, including Howie Mandel's daughter. The only thing she did that upset me was that the worst day of my life, she was a part of, right? Like, she was there when I crashed my car and ran from the scene and had a little scrape with the police. All this different stuff. She was there for it. So instead of, this is the only thing I'm ever got upset about her for, is that, like, she waited like 24 hours before she talked about it on her podcast and posted photos of my car and like told the whole story. And then she was like, well, I didn't say Jeff's name, but it's pretty easy to know who she's talking about. But like, again, I had a lot to deal with. I had to get clean. I had to go to court and do all this stuff. So I'm not even mad at her anymore for that. But it was a pretty dirty move to like use it for clicks on her podcast. But that being said, she was a part of the day. It's something that didn't need to be drummed up. And now for whatever reason, Howie Mandel had to ask me about it, and it's that's another thing. Well, this is another one. It's like giving ammo to these Reddit trolls. It's like, I didn't want to talk about Mark Maron again. It just keeps getting asked. I don't want to talk about Kristen Cavallari, but every time I go on a podcast, that's all they want to talk about is these kind of things. So it's like, I'm just answering questions. I'm not. Yeah,
but But I thought you brought up a good point. Like the one thing that happened to you that you didn't want her to talk about, she talked about. But you didn't say boo about your relationship with her. And you could have been a chatty Cathy because everyone's kind of interested in her. She just got divorced from Jay Cutler, or is that his name, right? Jay Cutler?
Yes.
So,
I'll say this, Kev.
Huh?
There's plenty of things I know about her that would be wildly salacious if I shared.
Exactly. So I thought you made a great point. Like she couldn't keep her mouth shut. She I don't know how she didn't say your name, but anyway, she said some guy she was dating, or how did she even?
She goes, I met up with one of my exes, which was also a lie too, because she would never let me call her, my girlfriend or boyfriend. Like, she was very aggressive about, we didn't have a title, although for some reason, it was so I didn't even get to call her my girlfriend. Right. Now I'm her ex in the story. So
whatever I saw, I thought you made a great point that you could have been dragging. You could have used all the shit you know about her. You could have gone to fucking TMZ. You could have done all this dirty shit, but you didn't. And then you got fucked over as soon as she got a chance to fuck you over. She did.
Yeah. 100%. But I know that it might not seem like it to people that don't know me, but I am like a nice guy. Like, I know like it's fun to trash me and all this different stuff.
It really is.
I don't want to. It really
No, you're such a nice guy. You're the most fun to trash.
Yeah, people love it. People like dunking on me. That's okay. That's for whatever reason, that's how the world works. So,
I was shocked. I was really shocked when you went after Howie Mandel's daughter. I was like, wow, Jeff was really going at her aggressively because she's just asking you girl questions. She made a good point. I'm asking you girl questions because she's a girl and she watches reality shows. All women do, so they know this. Everybody knows Kristen Cavallari and everything. So she's just asking a girl question. You came at her kind of aggressively. I thought it was funny, but it was still kind of weird.
Let me respond to that. if she really cared about that subject, like she said she did, like, hey, I'm just asking you the things I care about, then she should do a little homework and not ask a question that is 2 years old. So that was my response. Is like, no, you don't care about this. You kind of like, she was asking me a very lazy question about a subject that's been addressed 9 million times. So I didn't let her, if it was some sort of, have you and Kristen, made up, if it was framed better, it would have been fine. But like, she doesn't even, Howie Mandel's daughter didn't even care about the subject. She was almost just being a little like, let's try to get our own clickbait, and it pissed me off.
Well, she does. Howie Mandel's daughter does have a sick kid. You know that, right?
Don't really care.
Oh, what?
Well, why would that change? So
no, I'm saying maybe she's preoccupied. Maybe she didn't do her homework because she's got to deal with her sick son.
Yeah, we've all got stuff, Kev.
Yeah, you don't have sick kids. You don't have sick kids, though.
I know I don't, but I'm just saying, like, why would that be entered into the equation?
It entered.
I didn't know that till just now, but also now I have to feel bad.
No, I'm saying I knew that.
Ask me whatever she wants.
No, I knew that because I just seen a old. I don't know how old it was, but he was on this show with this Graham Benzinger guy. He always pops up on my YouTube feed, and then so I watched. Usually interviews comics, and then he had Howie. I think either Howie with his wife, and they were talking about her Howie. I actually think it was Howie. He loves Howie, so he did Howie, I think, with his wife and Howie with his daughter, and they were talking about Howie Mandel was talking about his grandson who blah blah blah. He's not dead, but anyway. So when she asked the question, huh?
My dad just died, Kevin. I don't want anyone making fun of me for creating a GoFundMe. So my dad died. Everybody, leave me alone.
Yeah, but that's different. That's different than having a sick kid. Your dad's supposed to die.
I didn't even know she had a kid.
I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying as a viewer, I was like, oh, that's a little awkward because of what I just thought it was awkward because I knew the backstory. Maybe I watched too much stuff on YouTube. I just knew the backstory. So again, was it awkward after, or was you guys just laughing it off?
We all laughed it off. I mean, there was a little. I started to walk it back a little bit and be like, "Oh, are you mad at me now?" Because I was being very direct with her, but I didn't feel super bad about it. And she was like, "No, it's fine. Our audience is gonna love that." It came back to how many clicks it was gonna get.
Yeah.
Like, "No, it's fine." So I didn't feel that bad about it. I felt a little, I felt like I was in a little bit of a corner there. The way that they kept just being like, all right, let's talk about Marin. Let's talk about Kristen Cavallari. I felt, so I was maybe a little overly defensive, but.
I mean, yeah, well, they got you 2 against 1, so you're kind of, and they get you with a good cop, bad cop. So I like their show. I like that angle because they just kind of have the guests outnumbered. They did it to Marin too. So, and I like Howie didn't back down from Marin. Marin was talking about he doesn't like, Matt Rife and comics like that. And Howie Mandel's like, he's just a comic. We're not all Mort Saul and Lenny Bruce. Some guys just want to fucking. And so I don't watch their show, but when a video comes up, I'll usually watch it for a second. Anyway, did your dad really just die, or are you just making that up?
No, my dad did just die.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I thought you were making up to stick it to me.
No, I was just saying, like, I still am going to be treated, the same way the internet treats everyone, no matter what the hell we're going through.
Right.
Right.
All right, you got me on that one. All right, Jeff, great call. Thank you. You're welcome anytime.
Love you, buddy. Talk soon.
All right, bye. Well, that was gold, Jerry. Absolute gold. I know I'm supposed to talk about Stuttering John or Karmic Sex Live. I did a GoFundMe. The Charles ran with it. I think I'm right. I think if he does a GoFundMe and then he doesn't move, then he can get sued. I mean, GoFundMe can be like, you got to give everybody their money back. I think that's true. Yeah, you guys ran with it. Chad Dye. Hit the like button.
But yeah, that's what happens when the Clippers want to become story writers.
You're talking about psychotic obsession. Doom started honing in on me lately and going after me and all this shit.
Yeah, but he's looking for content.
How much do you think Pat Dixon paid Doom to do what Doom's been doing? Because I think that happened.
Doom trying to expose me. Hey, Doom, why don't you suck a cock, you stupid fucking bitch?
Doom is threatening him left and right.
That is wrong, Doom. You should be shamed. Nothing but shame. That's how I feel. Should I turn you into block? Should I block your fucking ass? Doom, I'm gonna get rid of you and you're gonna jerk off over it. Bye-bye. Dumb twat. Doom. Sick of you.
Doom, you're gone again. That's it. I'm so sick of you anyway.